Welcome back to my wardrobe tour series. Today I'm going to be covering all the shoes that I wear in Lolita. I started with dresses and I'm going to get around to doing outerwear and blouses and cutsos, but I thought I'd do a video showing all the different shoes I wear. I feel like I've accumulated a lot of shoes because I wear a lot of different sub-styles, so this is kind of going to be split into the sweet shoes and then the more like kind of old school / gothic shoes. So yeah. I'm starting with all the kind of sweeter shoes I own. So of course I have many of these shoes. These are just the kind of typical tea party shoes, and I have them in white. The white ones are barely worn. I should wear them more. And then I have a red pair, which is so beaten up. I've had these for a really long time. And then I also have just the standard pink pair. This is my second pair of these because the other pair I wore so much that the heel came off, and it's starting to happen on these ones, but these are just kind of very good, standard, very comfy shoes. Next I have some other pairs of tea parties. So I also have another pink pair, which are a heeled pair. I think these are a copy of a pair of Angelic Pretty ones, and they're also very worn. They are actually surprisingly comfortable though. I really like the little details. I think these are just a nice kind of cute elevated shoe compared to the flat tea parties. And then I also have a second pair of white tea parties. I think they're meant to be kind of like a copy of the baby ones, but they look like this. They're also very comfy, very flat. I feel like these are like, I don't get that much wear out of them. I feel like I could get more out of them, but they are very comfortable, and just white is quite difficult to wear because obviously they get dirty and they get bashed up easily, but it's a good staple to have these. Next I have my Modo shoes. I really want to get the ones with the bows, but they're currently sold out in my size. So these are the different Modo shoes, and these ones have like a heart with like a little ribbon. It's like a present. I got the ones with the wooden soles. They're quite dirty and worn. I think they have quite a few splats from rain. But these are really good shoes. I really recommend them. They are getting quite dirty though, because obviously this lace is like cotton, I think, so it's going to pick up dirt easily, especially because I live in the UK and it's really rainy here. But they're really like spongy here as well. So I'd say they're comfortable, and I think they're like a very good sweet shoe. I want to get these in probably black as well to go with the black and white I wear. So yeah. So next I'm going to go on to the more like old school / kind of everyday shoes. This was my first pair of Mary Janes. I've had these for quite a few years. They're by the brand Lamoda, and they are like comfortable and uncomfortable at the same time. I've worn them for so long that I'm just kind of used to wearing them now. I don't know if I'd recommend this brand because they can be quite uncomfortable, but they've lasted me a long time. They're quite scuffed, as you can see, but the thick sole is good for rain. And I like the style of these. I just wish they were slightly less boxy at the toe and a bit more round. But I really like the buckles, so these are cute. Next I have another pair from Lamoda, which are these really heavy Mary Janes. They're kind of a bit like a creeper, and I love creepers because they have this kind of texture here. And then they have a ton of buckles. They have one going around the back, one here, and then one at the back. And these aren't comfortable. I wish they were because they are so cute, but they're very heavy and I find them really difficult to wear. So I just kind of use them for pictures. I did get these ones secondhand, so they were quite a bit cheaper, but I don't know if I'm going to keep these. I might sell these. I just really like how they look. They're just so impractical. I've tripped over so many times in these, but I do think that they look cool. On the topic of creepers, I have my everyday creepers. I've worn these like consistently at least like twice a week for probably about 4 or 5 years now. They're by the brand Underground. I got these when they used to have a physical shop in the UK, and as you can tell, they're really worn down. I'll show them next to my new Undergrounds, and you can see just how worn down even the sides are. They're very worn, very bashed, but I don't care because they're like the comfiest shoes I own. I really recommend this brand. I know that they can be a bit iffy with their shipping. Luckily, I've got both my shoes from this brand from shoe shops, so I was able to try them on, but the quality is so good because they're real leather, and it's difficult to find like real leather reliable shoes sometimes. So I really recommend these if you're looking for brothel creepers. On a similar note, I also have the Mary Janes of these, which are also just my everyday shoes. They're very comfy. I really like the shape because they're a bit more round. I love this kind of texture that creepers have. I don't like that they have elastic here, so I've put Velcro so I can do it up and then Velcro it shut. But I would say these are very like just kind of good everyday shoes. I really struggled to find like a pair of everyday Mary Janes. All the ones on Taobao just kind of broke, and I tried other brands and they all just kind of broke after a few months. So this is the only brand I trust. They are a bit more pricey. These were probably about £100, but I'd say I wear them way more than any other shoes I have, so they're very much worth it. Next, I have a pair of shoes that I've literally not worn out, and I think I might sell them or just keep them for photos, which are these Angelic Imprint Mary Janes. I love how these look. These are like my perfect style of Mary Jane. They're very rounded at the toe, which I love. These kind of make them look like old antenna shoes, and they're like a perfect height, and I like the buckle, but they're not comfortable at all. I don't know what it is about Angelic Imprint shoes, but they are so hit or miss, and these ones are quite spongy, but I put them on and they're just really not very easy to walk in. So I just keep these for pictures, but I don't know. I really wish I could wear them out because they're such like a perfect like style of like the shoes that you'd see people wearing in street snaps. But yeah. Next is another pair of shoes that I find really hard to wear. These are Tokyo Bopper. I got these on Mercari for really cheap. I think they were like £10 because they're really bashed up. But I love this style of Tokyo Bopper. And then I just replaced, they didn't come with ribbon, so I just replaced the ribbon. They are just so uncomfortable to wear, and I think it's because this back part is too low down to support your ankle. I think if it came up to about there, it would be much more comfortable. And these are solid wood, so they are very heavy, and it's just quite like slippery on the inside. So when you're wearing socks, you kind of slide around in the shoes. I think these are well made, but I just think that personally I find them really difficult to walk in, especially on kind of like uneven road. I find just like Bodyline rocking horse shoes to be more comfortable. So I might get rid of these two, I might sell them. Next I have another pair of Angelic Imprint boots. I have two pairs of boots. The weather here gets pretty shitty, so I have boots for when it's really cold. I got these on Vinted for super cheap, and I think they are like Angelic Imprint originally. They're like so cool. I love the style of them, and I love the toe box and the heel, and I love the buckles. But once again, they're just not comfortable. I wear them with like 2 layers of socks with insoles, and still my feet hurt so bad at the end of the day. I honestly just keep trying to wear them and like pretend that they're really comfortable, but I don't know what it is about them that they are not too comfortable. I might just see if I can keep wearing them in. I did buy these secondhand, so they were already worn, so they are a little bit scuffed in places, but I just really like this style, and I love the like comically large buckles with the like skulls on. I just think they're so cute. Next I have my other pair of boots. These are like my winter boots. These are Demonias, and I got these quite a few years, it must be like four years ago now. And they're the fluffy ones. I feel like these were very popular 4 years ago. I think they're a copy of like the Yeri brand La Carte. I think they did these first, but these are the Demonia version, obviously. Demonias are not the best quality. The sole did fall off and I had to duct tape it back on, but they are pretty comfortable for when it's really cold out. They do offer a lot of insulation, and I really like the shape here. I think these look really good with Lolita and that kind of old school, like, you can kind of play into like Gyaro influence. And I love wearing them with my Baby the Star Shine Bright coat because it has black fur accents, so they go really well together. But yeah, these are pretty good shoes. I'd recommend these. Next are my rocking horse shoes. All 3 pairs are from Bodyline. Starting off with my red patterned ones. These look unworn, but I actually have worn these quite a few times. They're the ribbon ones, and the ribbons do fall down, so I just tie them at my ankles. I've worn these to like clubs and stuff, and they've been pretty comfortable. They're a tiny bit scuffed, but I think that would come off if I really like rubbed at it. But I really like Bodyline rocking horse shoes. These ones are kind of the hardest ones to wear just because the ribbon is the satin one instead of the belt one. But I think these are very sweet, and I love the colour. They're so Vivienne Westwood. Next I have my white rocking horse shoes. These are very worn, very bashed, as you can see. I wore these the other day. You can see I wore them because the bottom is so nasty. I just really like these shoes. They're very good for every day. My last pair of rocking horse shoes are the same ones in black. These are so worn, it's actually a bit ridiculous. They're so dirty. You can see literally like marks from mud, and I've walked in parks in these, but they're just very comfy. Probably not the best for your ankles to wear too often because they are very small here, especially when you live somewhere with lots of cobbles outside like the UK. But I just love these shoes. They just look so lovely, and I prefer the rocking horse shoes with the straps, which are a bit like tea parties. I feel like they have more support, whereas the ones with the belt, I feel like there's just no support for like your actual feet. So yeah, I wear these like constantly, and I've had no problems. Next are one of my favourite pairs of shoes I own, which are my Yoos heeled like strappy Mary Janes. These are such lovely shoes. They aren't the most, I would say they are comfortable, but I would say after a day it'd probably be wobbling a bit. They have all these lovely straps. I love the shape here, and I love how they're glossy, but they're not like patent. And they have nice buckles. I got these direct from the shop, so I think they were about £50, £40, which I'd say is such a good deal for these, because they're very well made. You can tell they're very well made, and I have worn them quite a few times, and they literally look brand new. There's like not a scuff on there, maybe 1 or 2, but I would say these are definitely worth it. They are very like moitié meta without having to buy moitié or meta shoes, and yeah, I just love these. Next I have this pair of, they are also Angelic Imprint, I think. I got these on Taobao. I wanted these for ages, and they are just so fun. The shape is like flat, and then it's like literally a square at the front, which I think looks so cool. I was very inspired by street snaps of Lolita's wearing like those crazy like Jane Marple like Beauty Beast shoes, or like the Batsu shoes, and I just thought these are perfect. And they were like 30 quid on Taobao, which is pretty good because I've worn them a lot, and they're not scuffed yet, and I have worn them quite a lot. I think I got the PU version, which is actually holding up really well. They are not like insanely comfortable, but they are impressively comfortable for what they look like. I put just an insole in, and I find it fine to just walk around for like the whole day in these. I'll obviously probably want to get them off as soon as they come home, but I really love these and I really recommend these, and I think they're so unique and so cool for Lolita. So this is the last pair, the final pair. This is also like one of my favourites, which are these like Mary Jane kind of shoes from Vivienne Westwood. They were on my wish list for like years and years. I also have the pirate boots, but I don't consider those to be reliable. I just wear them in like kind of general punk outfits. But these shoes are so cool, and I like that they're completely flat because I don't really wear completely flat shoes apart from tea parties. So it's cool to have a pair that I can wear with Lolita. I feel like these are gonna give that kind of 90s vibe. I got them sold as well because Vivienne Westwood shoes are notoriously very slippy. But yeah, these are like a very high tier dream shoe. I would rather have these over real walking horse shoes any day. I don't think I'll ever buy real walking horse shoes because I've tried them on and they're just so heavy and uncomfortable. I know they work for some people, but for me personally, I like the foam platforms. So yeah, these are the last shoe. And thank you for watching my shoe tour video. I have been quite slow with uploads recently. I've been quite busy, but I do want to make more little videos here and there, and just eventually kind of go through my whole wardrobe. I think the next video I want to make is hopefully like my bags and maybe outerwear and things like that. So hopefully I can make another one soon, but thank you for watching.